Let's dive into our next segment that I'm really excited about, the laws of nutrition, with my special co-host Pamela Fox Leonard. Pamela has 30 years of experience in healthy nutrition. She's an integrative nutrition specialist and owner of simplypositivelifestyle.com. Pamela, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Blanca. I'm so fired up to be here today and to dig into a delicious discussion on mindful eating.
So tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about you.
Well, I'm originally from Michigan. I grew up with 3 brothers, so I was very competitive. I played every sports, and I raced horses, I raced snowmobiles, dirt bikes, and I love to play baseball, tennis, ride my bike, go scuba diving, and boating. But there was also a side of me where I had a lot of health issues growing up. I was sick a lot. I was in and out of the doctor's office, even the hospitals. And in time, symptoms actually multiplied. I never could sleep well. I had a lot of inflammation. And in 2015, I got really ill. Of course, the doctors wanted to put me on a lot of medications, antidepressants and steroids, painkillers, but I knew that our body has this innate intelligence to heal itself. And sometimes we just have to get out of the way so it can balance itself. Mm-hmm. So I used food as medicine, and now I'm so passionate because I know so many people are suffering. They take medications that have so many side effects.
That's amazing. Would you say it was this illness that ignited your passion in nutrition?
Well, actually, I've always been very interested in health and wellness. I have over 30 years experience, like you mentioned. I graduated from Michigan State University with a minor in nutrition. And at that time, I was actually a competitive bodybuilder. So I really knew how to break down proteins, carbs, and fats. I went on to be a personal fitness trainer, which I also helped my clients with their diets, and a massage therapist for 17 years. I owned Mind, Body, and Soul Bodywork Specialist in Michigan and in Florida. Until 2013. And that's when my health started to deteriorate, and I had to practice what I preach and just listen to my body.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the illness?
Well, it's really a long list, but the highlights are that it was a classic case of adrenal burnout. I had chronic inflammation, fatigue, food sensitivities, blood sugar issues, an autoimmune disease, psoriasis that has progressed into psoriatic arthritis, and a virus. It's Epstein-Barr. I got that when I was 15, and this is a virus that can go dormant, but it can come back when the body's under a lot of stress, and it attacks the adrenals. So my adrenal fatigue went to adrenal exhaustion, then to burnout. And I was overweight. I weighed over 200 pounds. But when I got the test results back, it showed that I was actually malnourished, which meant that I have digestive issues. And this affected the gut-brain barrier. So I had really a lot of concentration problems, memory issues, brain fog, headaches, things like that. The list goes on and on.
Now, how old were you when you went through all this?
Well, the peak when I had the crash I was 50, 1 month after my 50th birthday.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really do appreciate you sharing that very, very personal story. So let's switch gears and get a little fired up now that we got to know you a little bit. Yeah. So what is that amazing drink that you're drinking there?
Well, it's just a little doctored up water. I never leave home without it. But, today I put cucumbers and pineapple in it.
But it looks so pretty. Is there a reason why we're putting all that good stuff in there?
Oh, absolutely. Well, typically there's 3 reasons. So first, I specialize in discovering what works best for my clients. I have a lot of clients that don't like to drink water, or they have a hard time drinking enough water every day. So this is an easy way to spruce up the flavor. It has no artificial ingredients, colors, or preservatives, and there's added nutrients. So with the cucumbers and the pineapple, the nutritional value from it is cucumbers has a lot of magnesium in it. And magnesium is an enzyme. It has over 600 functions in our body. It's a natural muscle relaxer. It calms our mind. It's needed to heal wounds. And, basically we're all deficient in magnesium. It's a great thing to add to your daily regimen, especially if you're going to enjoy a cocktail or 2 in the evening. You can even add it to your cocktails. It really helps with that day after headache. And the pineapple has natural anti-inflammatory properties. So it's really great for people that have arthritis, even after you have a workout or after a surgery.
That's incredible. And why, I know we always hear about drink water, but why is it really so important?
Well, it has many important qualities, as you can see here on the slide, but the most important thing is that it's a major player in detoxification. Our body is constantly trying to detoxify itself, especially if we're on medications or if we eat a lot of processed foods or trying to, or if we're not moving as much as we should. Our lymphatic system can really slow down and kind of get sludgy. And so our kidneys really need the water to detoxify. And it also helps to support our brain function, our spinal cord, and it helps to regulate our body temperature. So ladies, if you're experiencing hot flashes, make sure and drink your water.
I haven't gotten to those yet.
Oh, you're lucky.
Now, you talk a lot about mindful eating. What does that mean?
So it's so important to be mindful about what our body needs. But a lot of us get stuck in habits and we use food as our go-to when we're bored or anxious or mad or sad or even happy or a celebration we eat, right? But this is all emotional eating. And there's other times when we're not even paying attention to what we're actually eating. We're just putting stuff in our mouth. It's like being unconscious. So typically, mindless eating is done when we're like in front of the TV or surfing the web or scrolling through Facebook or sometimes even while we're driving. But to be a mindful eater is one that's conscious and aware, where you're aware of your environment, you're aware of your emotions, you're aware of the triggers, and a lot of other things that we work on in my program. But mindful eating is not a diet, and it's not what you eat, it's how you eat. So in my program, we develop strategies that give you alternative actions to and behavior modifications around food. And if I'd like, would you like to play? I'd like to share a few tips with you.
Sure, why not?
Okay, great. All right, so before you have something to eat, I want you to put a scale on it to really check in and determine how hungry you are from 1 to 10. Okay. So 1 would be that you're stuffed, but you're still eating. And 10 would be like you're so hungry, you're feeling lightheaded, like maybe you're going to pass out or you get hangry, right? You know that Snickers commercial?
Not fun.
Right. So we want to pick a number that is in between there, somewhere around 6 or 8. And then like your stomach is growling or you smell something, your mouth starts to water, those are really physical indications that you're hungry. And then you want to be aware and present when you eat. You want to turn off the TV, put the phone away, and be there with your food. Look at your food. Use your senses. So notice each bite. You put a bite in your mouth and you put the fork down. You pay attention to your senses. You smell the aroma. You feel the textures in your mouth. You try to detect the ingredients. So what can you taste? What's sweet, sour, pungent? And then slow down the chewing process. So did you know that the digestive process actually starts in our mouth? It's true, yes. So the more we chew, the easier our digestive process will be. So you see a lot of people, they'll chew 3 or 4 times and they swallow. And those are the people that have the heartburn and the digestive issues. So chew until it's mush and savor the flavor. Enjoy your food.
I really love your knowledge and tips, and I'm going to try applying these strategies. Now, where can some of our listeners and viewers learn more about your Master Mindful Eating program?
Well, if you are struggling with emotional eating, mindless munching, or uncontrollable cravings, then this program is exactly what you need. You can get more information on my website, simplypositivelifestyle.com, or you can call me at 561-510-0382 and learn how you can save over $100. Just text MINDFUL.
I love it. So everybody, wake up, make sure you go check out simplypositivelifestyle.com. I repeat, simplypositivelifestyle.com. Pamela Fox Leonard, over 30 years of experience in the art of nutrition and eating mindfully. And come back in 2 weeks on September 23rd, where you'll be crushing more myths, giving us more golden nuggets on why diets don't work. So I hope everybody comes back and listens and watches Pamela Fox Leonard back on September 23rd on Fired Up. Thank you so much, Pamela.
Thank you. I look forward to it. Thank you, Blanca.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.